Professional wrestler Genzo Shibata is having a World Heavyweight Championship title match against his greatest rival, the Macadamian Ogre. When Genzo sets up his finishing move, he is suddenly summoned to the fantasy world by a princess. The princess wants help to protect her against the animal people, in which Genzo responds with a suplex, because he really loves animals. Genzo takes up the job as a beast hunter to capture and befriend mysterious creatures and to fulfill his dream by being a pet shop owner. Our main man Genzo did provide some pretty funny moments, but don't expect much character development from him. He's not that interesting of a character, and the only thing is going for him is that he's a really strong wrestler and he really likes animals. A lot. For the rest of the cast, we can go through a checklist of stereotypes. Do we have a cute cat girl? Check. Do we have a little lolly girl that likes to eat a lot of food and is somehow strong despite her looking like she's 10 years old? You bet your ass we do. Do we have a vampire girl that gets beaten up a lot and is kind of dumb? You damn right. That's kind of cool. Hashtag best girl. This anime was animated by a new studio called Engi. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. And this is their very first show, and honestly, it's not horrible. Some of the normal animation isn't very good, but when they go into the wrestling moves and the fighting, they do look kind of cool. And I even like some of the character designs. Sound-wise, this show was kind of lacking. The background music was kind of meh, and it didn't get me pumped up to watch a good old-fashioned wrestling match, and I wasn't a fan of the show's opening or endings either. I watched the show in its English dub, and they did a pretty good job. I'm not sure if the wrestling puns were in the original Japanese, but as a longtime wrestling fan, I did appreciate the wrestling puns they had in, and I laughed quite a bit. Overall, Kemono Michi is somewhat of a good time. I'm a bit biased because I've been a wrestling fan my entire life, and this show is, for the most part, pretty entertaining. It's not going to be the best thing ever, and hell, I probably wouldn't even call this show good, but I will say that this show was damn entertaining, and I did have a good time. However, I do understand if some of you might think that this show is hot garbage because, it's not that great, honestly. However, I do understand if some of you might call this show hot garbage because, well, it kind of is. But it's one of those shows that, it's fun to watch. And if you're looking for a show that's fun and slightly entertaining, go for it. But I completely understand if you want to avoid this type of show. For anime recommendations, I recommend Baki the Grappler if you want something a little bit more serious with your fighting anime. Baki is by no means a wrestling anime, but there are some wrestlers in it. And you can watch the old one or you can watch the new one that's on Netflix. And the other anime I recommend is Ultimate Muscle if you just want a little bit more wacky wrestling anime in your life. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you know when my next video is up. Also, make sure you comment down in the comment section below on what you thought of this anime. Big thanks to Stuff We Play, Warpbait, and Nia-chan for supporting me on Patreon. You guys rock.